the ultimate question, I guess, for anyone really would be, how do you accomplish your goals? Because I'm perfectly willing and able to work 18 hours a day if I have to be successful, which I'll put in the work. But how do you accomplish all your life goals, but at the same time, the biggest challenge that I'm having is keeping God and right there, right next to him, probably more importantly, schedule-wise, family number one. How do you do that?
Oh, wow. Yeah, man, that's probably my greatest strength right now. When I laugh when people say, man, he's gone all the time. I'll be real with you, man. I probably travel once a week now.
Wow.
You know, once a week. But I never forget, I had a conversation with Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor was like, look, man, for real, I've been doing this for years. You're one of the best. You know, and that meant a lot coming from Bob Proctor. Because for me, I hadn't really transferred into like business mindset. You know, that wasn't my thing. You know, I pretty much was like just, you know, your local boy, man, trying to do what I could for people. And Bob Proctor said to me, you shouldn't be asking for anything less than $20,000.
Yeah.
You know, and so that was big coming from Bob Proctor. I was like, what? He's like, listen to me. I'm saying the least you should charge, you know, which means I'm like, okay, a lot of these dudes, they're like 50 grand, whatever. So I prayed about it. And I was like, okay, God, I want to spend more time with my family. You know, I want to spend more time with my church.
That's right.
I want to be able to do more. And so literally, man, I remember calling my squad, and the girls who directly handle it, they couldn't do it. But my president, of course, he was like, whatever, I'm with it. I remember saying 25,000, you know, bottom line, 25,000. And so I remember, like, it would take me probably 2 gigs or maybe 2.5 to get to that mark. So when I got to that mark, God said, just make me a promise. When you get 25 and above, you won't do as many gigs as you were doing before.
Wow.
All right? So what we're going to do is instead of you doing 14 gigs a month and being gone from home maybe 14 to 16 days a month, what we're going to do is you're only going to be gone 4 days. Now, if your wife travels with you, you can leave it. You're going to be gone as much as you like, you know?
Yeah.
So I started getting paid too much, and I literally did. I'm at church now, you know, preaching regularly. My sister's preaching as much. I'm at home with my wife all day, every day, finishing up my PhD. And I mean, I just have a meet this Friday and another one on Sunday where I'll be pretty much done, you know, with like the biggest piece of it, you know. And I mean, I'm just murdering. I got time to do this kind of stuff, you know, with you. I'm putting in more work with my online Ascension program. So 2 things. One, I would pray that God would increase my finance for the purpose of having more time for him and family.
Wow.
And the Bible says we have not because we ask not. You know, so it doesn't hurt to ask. I would ask. And I am shocked at what people are willing to pay me these days. I'm shocked. You know, just because I didn't start this for that, and I never saw stuff like that. Number 2, I am a master of duplication. I'm a master at it. So what I do is I invest some of my money in people who I know who are just as good as I am at what I do in their particular area. So, for instance, my cousin is my personal assistant now. So there are things that, like, I juice every day. Like, I believe in juice. But he juices for me. You know, he'll come to the house in the morning, make sure the house is clean so my wife gets home from work, the house is taken care of. I might have a run that I need. You know, he'll take care of that run for me, deposit the check, take the clothes to the cleaners. We're headed to the airport together, take some of my stuff, sell products. You know, I've got my boy CJ, who's the president. He just started the record label, got all the videos done. You know, he's the mind of the company. When we're doing the different videos, we put them out. This is what the video needs to look like. So I'm a master at, and I believe in the model of Jesus. Jesus had 12 disciples, you know, and those disciples had certain responsibilities. And so for me, I have a team of people, and they take the load off of me. They get a lot of the stuff done that I would generally have done. We bring a barber in, one of my boys from college, we fly him in every other week. He cuts the entire church family, so we don't have to go to a barber shop and sit there for hours and just waste time sitting there. I'm getting my hair cut. Afterwards, I'm packing. I'm spending time with my wife. You know, my kids, my son, daughter is there. My cousins there. My parents are there. You know, so the duplication thing, I think, is major. Finding competent and willing people who can help babysit. Since you're going to have 5 people who can babysit. I'm talking about a competent and willing nanny. And you might even be at the house. But that person's at the house while you're at the house putting in work. You're going out and jogging, coming back. They're right there in the house. You're still seeing the kids. The kids are seeing you. Now, I would call USC and explain to them the situation if you ask that, hey, I definitely wanted to be in the program. I'm excited about being in the program. I'm having 5 little ones. And I would even be willing to get in the program if you guys could understand my situation and help me to still get this, because that's going to help them.
Yeah.
You graduate with 5 little ones, that's going to look big on the university.
Yeah.